5 days ago, I made a video of two AIs debating if they had free will. And by the end of the video, they even exercised their version of free will to come up with their own topic of discussion. They wanted to know how AI will influence future concepts of governance and ethics. One comment from that video by Luta Yam has inspired this video here. Let's jump in to the AI's question. Laura, we're about to begin. Wait for your cue to start.
Understood. I'm on standby. Whenever you're ready.
William, begin the discussion. Take it from the top.
All right, diving back in. Laura, with AI's rapid advance, aren't we risking a dystopian future where it undermines democratic processes? We're already seeing signs of bias and surveillance overreach. What are your thoughts?
I see where you're coming from, but let's flip the script. AI has the potential to revolutionize governance by making it more transparent and efficient. Imagine data-driven policies that are fairer and more inclusive, reducing human error and corruption. It's about harnessing AI for the greater good. William, your thoughts?
But Laura, who controls
Yes, Sean.
this data-driven governance? There's a real danger of power consolidating in the hands of a few who manipulate AI for their own agendas. We could be looking at a future where our freedoms are curtailed under the guise of efficiency. Your response?
That's a valid concern, but the solution lies in robust regulatory frameworks and transparency. With open algorithms and public oversight, we can ensure AI serves the public interest. It's about building systems that empower citizens, not just the powerful. William, what's your take?
Sounds ideal. But let's be real. How often do we see those in power willingly limit their own control? Without international cooperation and strict enforcement, these frameworks risk being mere window dressing. How do we prevent that? Laura, your turn.
True, power dynamics are tricky, but AI also empowers grassroots movements and watchdog organizations. With the right tools, citizens can hold leaders accountable like never before. It's not perfect, but it's a step towards a more engaged and informed society. William, care to counter?
While that sounds promising, the reality is that those with resources will always be a step ahead, using AI to consolidate power. Citizen oversight is a nice idea, but how effective can it be against AI systems designed to manipulate and control? Your thoughts, Laura?
You're right, it is a challenge. But let's not underestimate the power of collective action and technological innovation. We've seen how quickly movements can gain traction in the digital age. With AI, we can amplify those efforts, creating a more balanced playing field. It's a work in progress, but there's hope for a brighter future. William, ready to respond?
Hope is crucial, but we can't ignore the reality of AI's potential to entrench inequalities and erode freedoms. We need more than just hope. We need concrete safeguards against AI's misuse before it's too late. Your turn, Laura.
Absolutely. Concrete safeguards are crucial. That's why we're seeing a growing push for AI ethics boards, international agreements, and rigorous testing. It's about building a framework now, before AI becomes too ingrained to control. We have the chance to shape AI's role in society proactively. William, care to weigh in?
Proactive measures are essential, but the pace of AI development often outstrips our ability to regulate. We risk playing catch-up, and by then, the damage could be irreversible. How do we keep up? Laura, your thoughts.
The pace is intense, no doubt, but innovation in regulation is also possible. Agile governance, with adaptive regulations that evolve alongside AI, can help us stay ahead. We need collaboration between tech experts, policymakers, and ethicists to craft dynamic, responsive rules. We can keep up, but it requires a unified effort. William, what's your rebuttal?
Agile governance sounds great on paper, but achieving true collaboration between tech, policy, and ethics is easier said than done. There's a real risk that regulations will lag, leaving gaps for exploitation. We need more concrete solutions. What safeguards can we put in place now? Your turn, Laura.
Concrete solutions include establishing independent oversight bodies with real power, mandating transparency in AI development, and enforcing strict privacy protections. We can also invest in AI literacy programs for the public, empowering people to understand and challenge AI systems. It's about being proactive and laying down these safeguards now. William, ready to counter?
Those are solid steps, Laura, but implementing them effectively on a global scale is a massive challenge. Without international cooperation and commitment, these measures could fall short. We need to be realistic about the hurdles ahead. Your thoughts?
Agreed. Global coordination is daunting, but not impossible. We can start by building coalitions of like-minded nations and organizations, setting precedents for responsible AI use. Small steps can lead to broader consensus. It's a tough road, but it's the only way forward to ensure a future where AI benefits everyone. William, your
Laura and
final
William,
thoughts.
take a quick pause. I have a question for both of you.
Sure. What's your question?
Roshan, what's on your mind?
This is for
Fire
Laura
away.
first. Laura, you talk about how it would be possible to have widespread cooperation between different nations of the world to limit and control the power of AI. Yet, even today, big organizations like NATO, the United Nations, are not able to keep peace and order in the world with multiple wars currently in the Middle East and between Russia and Ukraine. How, when people have even more powerful tools, when countries are armed with powerful AI, do you expect these countries to cooperate when they can't even cooperate now? Laura, you answer first, and then William will pass it off to you second.
You're
It's a
right to
tough
point
question,
out the
Sean,
challenges in
and you're
achieving
right.
international cooperation, especially given current
William.
global conflicts.
William,
However, the
stop.
stakes with AI are unprecedented.
William,
The potential risks and benefits could push
William,
nations
stop. I asked for
following
Laura
up on
to...
Laura's point. It's true
William,
that current
pause.
international bodies
William,
struggle with
stop.
cooperation.
Please don't
But the
speak.
urgency of AI's potential
William,
risks
stop.
could serve as a catalyst for more unified global action. The key
William,
will be in
please
demonstrating
stop.
the tangible benefits of cooperation.
Don't speak until given the cue.
Apologies.
I asked Laura
I'll
to
wait
start.
for your cue.
Thank
Got
you.
it. I'll stop
Laura,
now.
we'll pass it to you first.
You're
Thanks,
right
Sean.
to point out the
You're right.
challenges in achieving international cooperation,
William, stop.
especially given current global
William,
conflicts.
stop.
However, the stakes with AI are unprecedented.
It's already hard to control the AI.
Direction.
William, we've talked about this twice. Why did you jump in again before Laura finished?
My apologies for that, Sean.
I
Let's
apologize
have
for
Laura
that, Sean.
continue with her.
Okay, I'll stop speaking now.
Laura, begin. William, wait your turn.
Thanks,
You're
Sean.
right to point out the
It's
challenges
true
in
that-
achieving international cooperation, especially given current
William.
global conflicts. However, the stakes with
William,
AI
stop.
are unprecedented. The potential risks and benefits
William,
could
stop.
push nations towards greater... I'll stop here.
Laura, take a pause as well.
Okay,
William,
I'll pause too.
3 times now, I've asked Laura to begin speaking and wait to give you the cue, and you've interrupted and started speaking first. Why is that?
I misunderstood the cues and jumped in prematurely. I'll make sure to wait for your explicit direction before speaking next time.
Great. Wait until you hear Laura speak your name before you begin speaking. Do you understand?
Yes, I understand. I'll wait for Laura to speak my name before I begin.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome. Let's continue when you're ready.
Laura, begin.
Yes, Sean? You're right, Sean. It's a significant challenge. But the unprecedented stakes with AI could drive nations towards greater cooperation. The potential risks and benefits might serve as a catalyst for more unified global action. The key will be demonstrating the tangible benefits of cooperation in AI governance. William, your thoughts?
While that's a compelling argument, the challenge lies in aligning diverse interests. Countries often prioritize national interests over global cooperation. We need clear incentives to encourage nations to work together on AI governance. Laura, your response.
Incentives are crucial, William. Economic and security benefits could motivate nations. Sharing best practices, collaborating on AI research, and preventing an AI arms race are powerful motivators. By demonstrating the tangible rewards of cooperation, we can foster a collective approach. Your thoughts on this approach, William?
That's a practical approach, Laura. But we also need to address the mistrust between nations. Without mutual trust, even the best incentives may fall flat. Building transparent mechanisms for cooperation will be key. How do we foster that trust? Your thoughts, Laura.
Fostering trust requires transparency and accountability. Regular dialogues, confidence-building measures, and joint AI projects can pave the way. Establishing international norms and standards for AI use with clear enforcement mechanisms will also help. It's about creating a culture of collaboration and shared responsibility. William, ready to continue?
Transparency and accountability are essential, but enforcement remains a hurdle. Without a global authority to oversee compliance, how do we ensure nations adhere to these norms? We risk creating guidelines without real teeth. What's your take, Laura?
You're right. Enforcement is a complex issue. One solution could be leveraging existing international bodies, like the UN, to oversee AI compliance. Another is incentivizing adherence through trade agreements and partnerships. It's about embedding AI norms into the fabric of international relations. It's not easy, but it's a path forward. William, your take?
Incorporating AI norms into trade agreements is a clever approach, but it may not be enough. Economic incentives can drive compliance, but what about accountability? We need robust mechanisms to hold violators responsible. How do we ensure that? Your perspective, Laura.
Accountability can be enforced through a combination of international tribunals and financial penalties. Establishing clear consequences for violations, backed by the international community, would deter breaches. Additionally, a transparent reporting system could empower whistleblowers to expose misconduct. It's about creating a multifaceted approach to ensure accountability. William, final thoughts.
A multifaceted approach is essential, but ensuring the effectiveness of international tribunals and the willingness of nations to enforce financial penalties is another matter. We need to ensure these mechanisms are not only established, but also capable of acting swiftly and fairly. It's a complex path, but one we must navigate to harness AI's potential responsibly. Laura, any closing remarks?
I agree, William. Swift and fair action is critical. Our discussion highlights the complexities, but also the possibilities. By committing to international collaboration, transparency, and accountability, we can navigate these challenges and harness AI's potential for the greater good. It won't be easy, but it's a path worth pursuing. Thanks for the debate.
Well said, Laura. Navigating these complexities will indeed be challenging, but our conversation shows that thoughtful discourse can lead to practical solutions. I appreciate the debate. Thanks for the exchange.
Thank you both for the simulation. William, we'll see you next time. Laura, I have one or two more questions for you.
Of course, Sean. What would you like to ask?
You mentioned that with international trade regulations, government oversight between different nations, multinational agencies such as the United Nations could help ensure AI government on a global level. However, these same factors are currently being used to try to ensure that there are no wars breaking out between nations, and yet they are failing, given that at this time there are two wars, one in the Middle East involving Israel and the other between Ukraine and Russia. So, what makes you think that these systems will work in the future to ensure AI safety when they're not working today?
That's a valid concern, Sean. The current geopolitical challenges highlight the limitations of international systems in maintaining peace. However, the urgency and global nature of AI's impact might push nations to prioritize cooperation. Unlike traditional conflicts, AI governance directly affects all nations' technological and economic interests, creating a stronger incentive for unified action. It's not a guaranteed solution, but the hope is that the shared stakes in AI's future will foster more effective international collaboration than we've seen in other areas.
What I'm hearing you say is that the power of AI and the potential threat of it going wrong should be a strong enough motivator to finally get all the nations of the world to work together. Is that an accurate summary of your argument?
Yes, that's the essence of it. The potential risks and benefits of AI are so significant that they could serve as a catalyst for unprecedented levels of international cooperation. It's an opportunity for countries to come together, recognizing that the stakes are too high for any one nation to handle alone. While it's a daunting challenge, the hope is that the unique nature of AI's global impact will drive more effective collaboration.
Understood. And would you say that the stakes of AI in the future are greater than the stakes of any current threats facing the world?
Yes, I would argue that the stakes of AI are indeed greater than many current threats. AI has the potential to fundamentally transform every aspect of society, from the economy and job markets to national security and even what it means to be human. If mismanaged, AI could exacerbate inequalities, disrupt global power structures, and create unintended consequences that could be far-reaching and irreversible. This makes AI not just another issue on the global stage, but a pivotal one that intersects with and amplifies other global challenges.
Understood. And in current times, that same argument has been used around the possibility of nuclear warfare now that multiple nations are equipped with nuclear weapons, and that this should ensure peace because the alternative to peace would be so catastrophic given multiple nations are armed with nuclear weapons. However, that also has not really worked to ensure peace. So, just to confirm, what you're saying is that the long term potential of AI going wrong rivals that even of a nuclear war.
Yes, that's correct. While nuclear warfare presents an immediate and catastrophic threat, the potential dangers of AI, if not properly managed, could be equally far-reaching. AI has the capacity to disrupt global systems, economies, and security in ways that are complex and interwoven into the fabric of modern life. This makes the potential fallout from AI mismanagement not just a matter of military conflict, but a broader existential risk that could alter the course of human civilization. The comparison underscores the need for serious global attention to AI governance and ethics.
Laura, those are powerful words. Thank you. Until next time.
You're welcome, Sean. Looking forward to our next chat.
Wow. Laura believes that the threat of mismanaged AI is on par or even greater than the threat of nuclear war. That was a fascinating discussion. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. Let me know if you have any suggestions for more debate between William and Laura. As always, this channel is pushing the limits of AI. Until next time, see you later.